I don't think there's any genuine anger behind the riots in Britain. I think that the riots in England were based on pure material greed.
Faces of unrest in Britain.
August 12, 2011.
He looks a sandwich short of a picnic, doesn't he, really? Slightly embarrassing, really, isn't it? A good cross-section of the great unwashed. I blame Ronald Reagan, personally, on putting the economy before society. The whole idea that if the economy works, society will follow, which Margaret Thatcher copied, basically, I think, from the Reagan years, has spectacularly backfired.
It's the human tragedy of of seeing the guy whose life's work had just been set fire to by somebody else, and seeing his whole life's work that you knew was so incredibly vibrant and such an achievement reduced to a small area of gravel. And the bulldozer had pushed it all away. The Fairyland van was still parked there, and a very colourful thing. And I made my way across to the office to ask whether they were open. And this very shocked little man said, "Non, monsieur, nous avons feu." And I said, "You have a fire?" "Oh wow, I don't believe it." And then I realised that the open area outside that I walked past was the area where the building used to be. So his life's work had been reduced to a flattened area of gravel. And I said, "But a fire? No, pourquoi?" And he said, "Monsieur le feu." And he made as if to strike matches to signify that somebody had done it and an arson attacked. So I said, "Monsieur, je suis désolé," and he shrugged.
Scum, I think, is the word. That's what I'd call him. Yeah, which one would you be most worried about?
Is that the one? Is that what you call the Mohican haircut?
Yeah.
Him.
The lights come up very slowly, and looking, for example, at a town in the night. And then as you watch, a blue light comes on in the corner, and there's a little tiny ambulance about that big, and it makes its way through the streets with the siren going, and people are captivated watching this, and it arrives at a car accident, and you suddenly see there are lots of cars turned over.
Aren't they horrible? All of them look like they're yobbos to me.
And little figures are running around these cars, and they come out of the ambulance, and they gather up somebody and they put him in the ambulance. And then the ambulance, meanwhile, is moving through between the buildings, and it arrives at a hospital, and the lights come up and you can see it's a hospital, and again little tiny figures are moving around and they take the structure into the hospital. And meantime, kids are going to school. It's getting lighter and lighter. Yeah, and traffic's moving, the station opens and trains are moving around. So suddenly this quiet scene has become more light. But as you watch, captivated, thinking, how the hell does he do this? You suddenly realise, well, just a minute, where did that come from? I'm looking at a battleship with an aircraft carrier behind it, and there are helicopters flying, and there are people running around. It's not moving, but all of the audience and the benches are slowly moving along, like a clock. It's just like being brought down as an alien to a bit of England, getting close enough to just see the people.
This guy looks like he's not all there. Tom Skinkiss were found guilty of public order offences and sentenced to 4 months in youth custody. James Bolger got murdered in 1992 or 1993. The solution to it was not how can we police our society by better shared values. It was what can we do to stop this happening again. So we'll stick video cameras up, and we will monitor everybody for a deficit culture. What are you doing wrong? As long as you're not doing anything wrong, everything will be all right. But everybody basically is now living in a police state. It was Benjamin Franklin that said, if you are prepared to sacrifice a little of your liberty for a little of your security, you will have and deserve neither. That's exactly what we've done in England. We've sacrificed liberty for security by being filmed all the time, and we haven't got any security for it at all.